Morning, Facebook and YouTube. Welcome in. Welcome in. Please drop your hand. If I don't know you, I'm not going to bring you into my live. That is for the safety of myself and my watchers. Go over there. Shell, Facebook, and YouTube are up. I think there's a glare right here from this. So I'm going to turn it off. Can y'all still see me okay back here? Because this is where I'm going to be. Welcome in, everybody. I'm going to be back here. I haven't turned on TikTok yet. I figured we would take it one step at a time this morning. So as long as you can see me on Facebook and YouTube, I will go ahead and go live on TikTok now. Rockin'! Good morning! All right, here we go on TikTok. Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Mindful Movements. I want you to know that you can be strong in everyday life, no matter where you are. Today's a little different. If you see me, this is my little space. It's a small camper that we live in during the summer. And today, this is where we're doing it because it's quite chilly where we are right now. So, I am going to be doing the exercises in here this morning, so we're going to get things started. Shell, if you'll give me a yes on everything, if everything looks okay, I do need to flip the screen on. It doesn't look any different, but I need to flip the screen. There we go. So the screen is now flipped. And so you should see me everywhere the same way. I feel like you should. All right, so we're going to get things going this morning. Welcome in, everybody, to Mindful Movements. Remember, this is for general guidance only. Please, if you're starting any kind of fitness or nutrition program, always reach out to your healthcare provider. This should not take the place of any medical advice from your medical provider. I am wearing my PJs this morning because it is chilly outside, so it is a little chilly in this camper this morning. And then we're just going to roll with it. So today we are going to go over the hip hinge and the forward or front raise. We're going to go one round of our normal warm up just to warm your body up before we start doing that. And then we'll do the exercise. And then I will go down into the floor and show you the stretches that we do as well. I want you to know that no matter how small your space is, you can still do this. You don't have to have a big area to do any sort of workout. If you have a small area and maybe some water bottles like this right here, you can always make a workout happen. So we'll use that water bottle for the front raise this morning. And we're going to get started. So we'll do high knees. We're going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying not to go too fast because it does shake the camper and I don't want to lose any of my devices this morning. And 10. Welcome in, everybody that's just joining in. We just did high knees. We're going to do arm circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. We're going to do hip circles. We're going to go around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you doing this in your PJs this morning? 7, 8, 9, and 10. And see, you can do them you can do your workout in your PJs too. I do it sometimes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If the cameras are rocking too much, Shell, let me know. I will try to base them a little bit more, but all I can do is really extend the tripod part. So we just did. Say it again. Okay, good, perfect. So we just did high knees, we did arm circles, we did hip circles. We're going to do bear hugs. Remember, this is double hug. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. 5, 6, and stretch those arms out when you go. I just messed that up. 9 and 10. All right, and then we're going to do leg swings. I have a little cabinet right here. I'm just going to use this. You can use a wall, you can use a chair, you can use anything that's stable. But we're just going to use this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you can see, I'm touching this, but I'm not leaning on it like this. You want to stay nice and straight when you do it, and put your weight on the leg that's going to be straight. And then just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Welcome in, everybody that's joining in. It looks like a couple of people have joined in on TikTok. Thanks for hanging out and being with us. Somebody said hi. That's what I thought. Hi, Anthony. Welcome in. How are you this morning? Hang out. It looks like somebody has a hand raised. Alberto, please drop your hand. I don't allow people in that I do not know. This morning, we're going to go over the hip hinge. We've done this before, but we're going to do it again. And then we are going to do a front raise, because Friday, we're going to put these together into a hip hinge. And while you're in that hip hinge, you're going to do your arm raise, drop it back down, and then finish out your hinge. So we're going to stay steady here. My feet are hip width apart, just like this, nice and comfortable. You're going to forward over just your upper body. You're not going to move everything else. You're just going to keep those legs relaxed. Bend, 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 bend. Go into that hinge. You're going to feel this a little bit in your hamstrings, and then you're going to come right back up. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Thanks for saying that. I do have somebody that's talking into my ear. She is on TikTok with you right now. But she's also on another platform and she talks to me. So thank you. I'm not close enough to see the words, but if you keep talking, she will let me know what you are saying. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. And thanks for liking my shoes. They're very comfortable. All right. So we're going to hinge. You want to hinge from your hips. I'm going to lift this up just a little bit. So hinge from your hips right here. You're going to go forward. My hiney goes out a little bit. My butt goes out a little bit, whatever you're going to call it. Down, 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 down. You feel this in your hamstrings a little bit, keeping your back nice and straight as you go down. This is about as far as you want to go when you're doing just a forward hinge like this. You want to be nice and level. You don't want to be off balance. So you want to be able to keep your weight in your full foot as you go down, just like this. Feel that in that hamstring. And then when you start to feel in that hamstring, come right back up, just like that. Front raise, just like it sounds. Front raise, you're going to take your hand and it's going to go right up in front of your body and it's going to level out. You're going to see it right in front of your face. And then you're going to go right back down. Nice and level. You don't want to go too high. You just want to go nice and level to your eyes, just like this. and then right back down. So I'll do it a little bit sideways, just like this. You see it's eye level with me, and then you go right back down. Or if you want to call it shoulder level, you can do it that way. And then right back down. Up, and then right back down. And then I'll show you this. If you have a water bottle, you're just going to grab your water bottle in your hand. There's a couple ways that you can do this. You can do it with your palm down completely. Your knuckles are up, and you're curled around your bottle. So my bottle or my weight touches my thigh. That's where I always get my start from. And then you go straight up and then right back down. Now, if this is a little uncomfortable for any reason, if you have any issues with your shoulder, turn that bottle up just like this. Then you're holding it like this, okay? So then my thumb is up and the rest of my fingers are down. So I'm holding my weight. It's still touching my thigh, just like that. And then you go right back up. Now, if you do this and your bottle or your weight is bigger than your hand, get your fingers at eye level or shoulder level. So you're going to go up just like this and then back down. Because if you get your bottle eye level, then your arm is going to be a little less than shoulder level. So up and right back down. Remember to control that. Go nice and slow when you do it. And if you have any questions about this exercise, please feel free to ask, because Friday we put them together into a combo. This will be a short live this morning. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will show you the cool down stretches this morning, and then we will I will come back to the screen for anything that you may have questions of. Okay, we're going to start with the cat-cow. Remember, cat-cow is on all fours. You're going to go up, stretch your spine, bring your chin toward your knees or towards your chest, whichever way you want to say it. And then you're going to go up, trying to look up to the ceiling, letting your body get nice and relaxed. And then you're going to go down. Don't force this, guys. This is supposed to feel good. This is not supposed to feel forced or uncomfortable. If it feels uncomfortable, you might want to stop and try to reset or take it out altogether. All right, cat-cow. Now we're going to go down to the torso twist or spinal twist. You might not be able to see my legs too good. So I'm going to take my right foot and put it over my left leg. My foot is on the floor of that bent knee. Then I'm going to take my left hand, cross over that right knee, and then I'm going to let it help me pull my body. So I'm looking at you. So it's going to turn me in the way of the knee that is crossed over. So right now we're doing it toward the right leg. Twist. Breathe when you do this. Let it relax as you breathe. Nice deep breaths in. When you let them out, let it relax your body a little bit more. You want to hold that for a few seconds. You could do it for a breath of a count of 4 if you wanted to. Okay. Foot here. Now, if you cannot get your foot all the way to your knee, drop it down. If you're going to drop it down, it's going to be on the heel and not your whole foot. Then you're going to cross over. Same way, I'm going toward that left leg, turning my body to the left side. You see my back is nice and straight, so you want to keep your posture. You're going to feel this rotation in that right side. I feel it in my left side, but I do feel it in my right side more. We're going to do that. Our figure 4 Hamstring stretch, we like this one too. So you're just going toward that toe. Remember, you can loosen that up by bending your knee a little bit more if you need to. You can always make it a little bit more difficult by bringing your toes toward your nose. If you bring those toes toward your nose, you're going to feel that all the way down that whole leg. Last but not least, we'll do child's pose. You're going to go back into tabletop position. You're going to go back, stretch those arms out all the way to the floor. You want your chin to go toward the floor, and your arms are all the way stretched out. Take some nice deep breaths. Every breath you take, let it relax your body just a tiny bit more every time. And then come back up. Woohoo! Felt good this morning. It was a nice little go. If there's any questions about the exercise, please feel free to ask. Good morning, everybody. Oh, everybody's in here. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. If you have any questions about that front raise or the hip hinge, please feel free. Yeah, Shell. So if you're, it's just going to feel different. I'm not going to say that it's going to work out different parts of the arm. Probably in the background, yes. So it would be like a sub muscle, not the main muscle. You're still working the shoulder, but if you do your arm with your knuckles facing up, you're going to feel it the same way. But if you see, my hand is here, so it's going to do this right here, and then the outer part of your arm a little bit more. I want to be able to show that. So let's see. So my hand's here. And if you can, let me see if I get a little closer. So you see my arm. I'm still not locking my arm out though. So remember that. Don't lock your arm. If you lock your arm like that. So whenever I go down, I'm going to go up. You're going to feel it here. Okay. You see how my arm is twisted a little bit right here. So you're going to feel it a little bit more here. But if you take and you do it this way, what did it change? Now it's all straight. Okay, so now I feel it on the inside of my arm a little bit and on the top right here instead of like that twisted. Let me know if that makes sense to you. I know you asked on TikTok, so. That starts to make a difference when you are holding heavier weights. Perfect. So if there's any questions about that, please feel free to go ahead and ask. Remember, I am going to cut it a little bit short today because I am in my camper, and my husband is trying to sleep right behind the cameras. Right behind the cameras. He's trying to sleep. Nobody said this was an easy job. Yeah, light weights. I always recommend giving yourself something that is gonna stress your muscles a little bit. But if you want to go lightweight, definitely look at more reps. And that means if you can do 12 to 15 reps, then your weight's pretty light. Make sense? Yeah, you'll feel it too. So the heavier you go, your body's going to tell you. If you you'll start to feel it in that muscle. And I always say when you start to feel it, you can probably get at least 2 more. So if you decide to go lower weight, definitely go, you want to feel it. So you want to get a burn plus like 2 or 3 to make sure that you are stressing that muscle a little bit more. You're getting that tension in there. But you can also go heavy and go lower if that's something that you want to do. It's not going to make you look bulky. It's not going to make you do that. Um, that's not what it does. Just because you go a little heavier doesn't mean that it's going to make you look bulky or too muscular or anything like that. So keep that in mind too, because you do want to you want to stress your muscles. My little PJs, my little Eeyores. All right. All right. Well, there has been no extra questions come in. Shell, I know you're asking a lot of questions. Thanks for hanging out with us. If anybody else jumped in while we were going through the exercise, please feel free to know that I do have a replay. If you watch the replay, hashtag replay when you go in, and let me know that you're watching the replay, and then ask any questions that you may have. So with that, thanks everybody for hanging out with me today, and I will see you on tomorrow. See ya. Facebook, YouTube, thanks for hanging out today. If you're watching the replay, feel free to hashtag replay. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.